We are back on MorningLine. Nick Barris along with Josh Horn from Social Security. If you want to join in the conversation, the number on the screen, 737-7587. Any questions you may have. We've got some lines open, but some folks waited through the break. And we will go next to David. Hi, David.
Hello, Nick.
Hey.
I've got a question. I plan to retire in a couple of years and start drawing Social Security at 62. And I was wondering what would be the max that I could draw without having to file income tax. I was wondering the amount of money that I can make without having to file income tax in conjunction with the Social Security.
So, and I always like to preface those questions by saying, I mean, I'm not an accountant, I'm not IRS, but I can tell you the information that I have is I think if you file single as an individual and your combined income is more than $25,000, then some of your benefits are going to be taxable. And if you're filing a joint return and your combined income is more than $32,000, then some of your benefits are going to be taxable. Now, you actually asked, when do I have to file for taxes? And that's an IRS question, to be honest. I don't really know what the baseline number for overall combined income is on that, but I can tell you how much, I can tell you at what point your benefits will be taxable.
Are there different types of incomes that come under play? For instance, if he takes a job and is making money, but what if he has some income from an investment?
Yeah, if there's some kind of investment that would go into that combined income number on your tax forms, then that could play into it.
Like if he drew some money out of a 401k?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how that plays into what your combined adjusted gross income and some of those kind of things.
That's more of an IRS question, I guess.
Exactly. I mean, if you have rental property or if you had different things like that coming in, all that plays out about where that falls under. But if your combined taxable income is more than $25,000 individual or $32,000 for married, then you're going to end up having to pay some taxes on your benefits.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go next to Sue. Hi, Sue.
Yes.
How can we help you, ma'am?
Well, good morning, Josh, and good morning, Nick.
Good morning.
I just had one quick question. Now, I just applied for Social Security, and I'm supposed to be getting a check in January, but my store, it's closing. So we're supposed to be getting unemployment. What I'm wondering is can I still collect the unemployment from my job and still have Social Security?
Okay.
So when it comes to unemployment, when you have Social Security, and there's a difference between Social Security and SSI, but if you're drawing Social Security retirement or Social Security disability income, we don't look at what we call unearned income, and so unemployment benefits would be considered unearned income. Now, if you're drawing any kind of SSI benefit, that would be countable and could affect the benefits. But for Social Security retirement, Social Security disability, it won't have any effect.
Okay, and I guess the last caller made me think of this. If you're not working and have any other really income, and you're just collecting Social Security, when you get your benefit, that's not taxed, is it? Or when you retire and you get full Social Security, does that get taxed when you get that check?
Well, and again, it depends. Now, we don't automatically take out any. Are you talking about taking out taxes?
Yeah, I mean, will I have to pay taxes on my Social Security benefit if that were my only income?
Well, it depends on how much. Again, the two magic numbers are $25,000 for an individual and $32,000 for a.
And what's the max you can get as an individual from Social Security at retirement? What is it?
The max is about 26.
Okay, so it could put you a little over the top if you're getting the max.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
if you're
not a lot.
If you're drawing $1,000 a month and that's the only thing you're drawing, then no, it's not. You're not going to end up paying taxes on your benefits.
Gotcha. All right, let's go to Todd. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Mr. Barris. I got a couple questions for Mr. Horn.
Sure.
I talked to you yesterday, you and Miss Sandler, and I did give her a call. As soon as the show went off, I got her voicemail. But at any rate, I started working when I was 16 years old to take care of my mother due to my dad getting killed in a airplane crash. I worked up until I was 52 and until I could no longer work. I filed, that was in 2011, okay? I filed in 2013 for my disability. The attorney, we went through all the steps. They denied me and denied me, and the attorney that I had, he wasn't very effective. So ultimately they denied me, and I had to go, they said that I had to go to Supreme Court or something, and I didn't have any money to pay him. So he said that at that point, you know, I would have to pay him in order for him to represent me. So I refiled. I went to Marsha Blackburn's office and talked with her assistant, and she advised me to refile. So I refiled this past January, and they denied me again on the first.
Right. Okay, what's your question? You got to get to your question, Todd.
Okay, well, they denied me, they said, because of lack of a vocational, and see, I have no insurance. I can't see a doctor and have all these tests run. That the doctor that I was seeing, he's already diagnosed me. I told you yesterday, I got COPD.
Okay.
I've got bulging disc in my back. I've got herniated disc. And I've got another disease that tingles through my arms and legs I can't pronounce.
All right. Todd, you're the one yesterday, you're the smoker, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I thought I recognized his voice and I remember his name. All right, so this guy's in a pickle, and I really feel for him with what he's dealing with. So, all right, I'm sorry, once again, and we just know what they're telling us. But if this guy doesn't qualify for disability, my question is, who the heck does? Okay, I'm sorry. So, what does he need to do? I mean, come on. Yeah. This one, I'm sorry. It just seems to me, unless he's full of beans, which I don't think he is, how is he getting denied?
And it's hard to see. It's hard to see without looking at the record. He said he worked until age 52. I don't know how old he is now. If it was a matter of he waited until his insured period lapsed, because you have to have worked out of the five out of the last 10 years. We see some folks who stopped working and then they didn't come in for 8 or 9 years, and then they're not insured anymore because they haven't been working for one reason or another. That could be a scenario. Yeah. You know, there's another scenario where you know, maybe there's something in his past that he did that the judge or whoever else feels like he could do that again. I don't know about this situation. We do see some folks who don't go to their consultative examinations, and so they're denied because.
Yeah, and by the way, he doesn't need to have, I mean, it's great, you have your own medical records, what the doctor says, but you guys do your own exam on him too, don't you?
Right,
so,
it's helpful
he's saying he doesn't have the insurance to pay for getting all these medical records
we will send folks for a consultative examination to a participating doctor, and we'll actually even pay your mileage if, you know, and so that's available too, because we want you to get there and go to that exam. And we have a lot of folks who don't show up and then they're denied, and they say, why was I denied? Well, you didn't go, you know, there was this missing piece of evidence, and we weren't able to figure that out, and so, you know, there was a lack of evidence.
Well, just as we say to everyone who's going through this process, don't give up, Todd. Stick with it. Go, go, go. When you finally do get your benefit, which I hope you do, you'll get retroactive pay from it as well. Look, we'll take a break. Phone lines are loaded up, so I'm going to ask two things here. One, when we get to you, you've got to zero in on your head what your specific question is. Nail it so we can get to as many people as possible. And Josh and I will try to be as brief as we can answering your questions so we can get to it. But try to zero in. We don't need your life story. We just need the basics of what it is you really want answered, and we'll do everything we can to help you. We'll be back with more calls right after this.